Hi friends. Welcome back to our channel, where we share with you the most amazing and inspiring stories from all over the world. Today's story is titled, Security Ordered to Drag Out an Old Teacher, but the Crowd Rose to Their Feet Instead. This story will teach us the value of respect for our elders. Let's dive in. At the age of 70, a teacher was ordered by security guards to leave the classroom. They pulled him out by his legs and he almost lost consciousness. Why? Keep watching and you'll find out at the end of the video. In fact, even though this old man had taught at the school for more than 40 years, no one appreciated him. Even though he was already 70 years old, he was still teaching at the same school. One day while he was having lunch with his colleagues, some students walked up to him and said, "Hey, get out of here, old man. You're blocking the passage." The teacher didn't mind them because he was used to it. He just smiled and went back to eating. But those guys didn't want to let him go, and so they called the security guards and complained about the old teacher sitting in the corridor. The security guards arrived and told the teacher that he should leave immediately. When the teacher refused, they started to drag him outside. The teacher struggled to get away, but it was no use. These strong guards were pulling him like a dog on a leash. As they dragged him through the hallway, he banged his head against the wall and fell to the ground. The old man felt a sharp pain in his back, and he passed out. The guards dragged him out of the school like a dirty rag. After hearing what happened, the police decided to question the students who had called the guards. To their surprise, they found out that it was not just one or two students who had complained about the old teacher, but many of them had done it. The students said that they were tired of the old man sitting in the corridor and blocking the way. Some of them even said that the old teacher deserved it. After all, he was blocking the way. When the teacher regained consciousness, his colleagues rushed to his side and asked what had happened. The old man told them that he had been dragged out of the school by security guards and that he felt terrible. His colleagues were outraged and wanted to take revenge on those bastards, but the old teacher stopped them. He knew that these people were just doing their job, and they were not the ones to blame. He also knew that if he didn't do something about it, then nobody would, so he decided to take matters into his own hands. The next day, the old teacher came to school wearing a suit. All the students and teachers were shocked. They had never seen the old teacher dressed like that before. He looked like a completely different person. The old man walked confidently into the principal's office and introduced himself. The principal was shocked and asked what he wanted. The old teacher told him that he wanted to talk about what had happened the day before. He explained that he had been dragged out of the school by security guards, and that he felt humiliated and disrespected. He then asked the principal to do something about it so that it would never happen again. The principal was ashamed of what had happened and promised to do everything he could to make sure that the old teacher would never be treated like that again. He also apologized for what had happened and thanked the old teacher for his dedication to the school. The old teacher was satisfied with the principal's response and left the office feeling confident and proud. From that day on, the old teacher was respected by everyone at the school. The students no longer bothered him, and the teachers appreciated his dedication and hard work. The old man continued to teach at the school for many more years and became a legend among the students and staff. One day the school organized a farewell party for the old teacher. All the students and teachers were invited to attend. The old man was very happy to see so many people who had been part of his life for so many years. He thanked everyone for coming and for making his last day at school a special one. As the party was coming to an end, the old teacher was presented with a plaque and a standing ovation from the entire school. He was overwhelmed with emotion and couldn't help but shed a few tears. The students and teachers all lined up to say goodbye to the old man. Many of them were sad to see him go, but they were also excited for him and wished him all the best in his retirement. As the old teacher was leaving the school for the last time, he turned back to look at the building one last time. He had spent so much time here and had so many memories associated with it. He knew that he would never forget this place or the people who had made it so special for him. The old teacher got into his car and drove away from the school. He was excited to start this new chapter in his life, but he would never forget the impact he had made on the students and teachers at the school. Many years had passed since the old teacher had retired. He had spent his time traveling the world and spending time with his family, but he often thought back to his time at the school and the impact he had made on the students and teachers there. One day, the old teacher was reading the newspaper when he saw an article about the school he had worked at for so many years. It was announcing a reunion for all former students and teachers. The old man was excited to read the article and decided to attend the reunion. He had unseen many of his former colleagues and students in many years, and was looking forward to catching up with them. At the reunion, the old teacher was welcomed with open arms by the other teachers and students. Everyone was so happy to see him and wanted to know how he had been since he retired. The old man was also excited to see everyone and hear about what they had been up to since they had last met. As the night wore on, the old teacher danced with his wife and reminisced about the good old days at the school. He talked about the challenges they had faced and the accomplishments they had achieved together. The other teachers and students listened intently and laughed along with him. The old teacher was so happy to be surrounded by people who had been a part of his life for so many years. He felt a sense of belonging and camaraderie that he had not felt in a long time. As the night drew to a close, the old teacher knew that he would treasure the memories he had made at the reunion forever. He had reconnected with old friends and had a chance to reflect on his amazing career as a teacher. As he drove home that night, the old teacher couldn't help but smile. He had had such a wonderful time at the reunion and was so grateful for the opportunity to have attended. He knew that he would never forget the impact he had made on the students and teachers at the school, and he was honored to be a part of their history. From that day on, the old teacher made sure to attend all of the school reunions. He loved getting together with his former colleagues and students and hearing about their lives. The old man knew that he had made a difference in the world and that his legacy would live on at the school long after he was gone. So friends, what do you think about this touching story? What lesson can we learn from it? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.